Hello, Leo. This is your relationship reading for November 2017. Just a few more seconds and I will cut the cards. The first card is a Page of Swords reversed. The second card is a Six of Swords reversed. This is the Star, and it's also reversed. I have the Lover's card. Strength in reverse, and this is Leo. Okay, so I think that's pretty significant, especially since it's coming right in the middle of your spread. I have the shadow side. Sometimes this is called the devil in the Rider-Waite. I have a Five of Pentacles. This is a King of Swords. And then I have the Wheel of the Year. All right, and then I will pull the outcome card after the main reading. So, strength. This is your significator. And so it's in the center of your spread. And it seems like the tarot has zeroed in exactly on what you might be going through, that you're going through, in the month of November, you're going to have you're going to be going through a little bad luck, but not that severe. I think it's just one of those issues where this is about conquering, because you have conquering obstacles in a relationship. And what I'm seeing here, this middle row is telling me most of the story, actually. We have the Lovers, and then we have a weakness here, a weakness that you're dealing with, a struggle. And then we have the shadow side, this negative influence, this toxic influence. And keep in mind, these are three major arcana cards, one right after the other. And then you have two more. You have the Star here in reverse, and then you have the Wheel of the Year, that change in luck for the better. So yeah, things are getting a little bit difficult here. It's just one of those things in a cycle. And everybody goes through them, and they're like, why me? Why is all of this happening to me at this particular time? So lots of fears and doubts here with this Strength card in the middle. And who else did this? The same thing happened with Cancer, where I did the reading for Cancer, and the outcome card was the Chariot. And the Chariot is a card that is associated with Cancer. It's a major arcana card. That's also the significator for that astrological sign. So I always find it interesting when the tarot sends these strong messages, like Leo, your significator is right here in the middle, and it's reversed. So fears and doubts, and usually you're a very bold sign. All you Leos out there, you know that. You draw attention to yourselves. You take, and it's not that you're egotistical, but you can't help but take the spotlight. But you're also extroverted and you're bold and you don't second guess yourselves. So when I see the strength card reversed for you, some extraordinary circumstances with the lovers in the shadow side on either side of you. This love, this relationship, this connection, but at the same time, this negative influence that one person might hold over you. They've got you under their spell, and you want to make them happy. You want to be with them, but sometimes they do make it difficult here. So that's one reason that I think your strength card, your significator, is reversed. The star is reversed. The star, which is such a positive card of hope, right? And so it seems like even before this row here, you're going into November, sort of. It feels like with these reverse swords, you're already going into a downturn here. And maybe you feel less optimistic. I definitely feel that with the shadow side nearby the star, the shadow side is a very strong card. Brings a lot of strong energy here. So when this is in reverse, we're talking about pessimism, losing hope. And that takes a lot to turn you into a pessimist, Leo. But what I see here in the beginning with these swords, and keep in mind that King of Swords is later on. This could be a person of interest here who is the one exerting this negative influence from the shadow side that you're very much attached to here with the Lover's card. So when I look at this Page of Swords and the Six of Swords, the Page of Swords, this is also a card about a delay, waiting, things get held up. It's also a card of truth. And sometimes when the Page of Swords is reversed, it can actually mean not seeing the truth, making a bad decision. This Six of Swords is the card of traveling, physical travel actually. And sometimes the literal interpretation, according to the Rider-Waite, it's traveling over water in the literal sense. And some of you could actually be involved in long-distance relationships. But when this is in reverse, it can also mean being emotionally stuck. That emotionally you're not able, because there is water here, water with swords. You're traveling over the water, and you're also using a wand. You're using an oar. You're using your will and determination to heal emotionally and get to a better place. So when this is in reverse, we're definitely not getting a sense of movement. There are challenges, not just traveling delays. Maybe you're waiting. Some of you could be actually with this Page of Swords and Six of Swords in reverse. One story that emerges is that some of you are waiting to be with someone in a long distance relationship, and there have just been so many delays and so little progress, and maybe you haven't heard from that person. So that could definitely be a reason why this star is reversed here. So once again, This middle row, 3 major arcana. This love, this emotional connection that you want to feel happy about, that you want this relationship to grow. You don't, some of you might really feel passionate about it. Keep in mind that Leo is a fire sign. But holding on to this person and wanting to see that person and wanting the relationship to work, it seems like there's something about this person that is making you weak, their influence. And maybe it's simply because you do care for them. You know, sometimes the shadow side or the devil, it can mean extreme things like an abusive relationship or an addiction to drugs. You're addicted to something. You've lost your self-control. But also in minor ways, it's sort of like you'll do anything for this person just to keep them in their lives. Sometimes in love, we lose our senses when we fall in love. So the shadow side could definitely be speaking to that for some of you Leos. And so it seems like this entire situation with this person, the waiting, the dashed hopes, but yet you feel so emotionally connected to that person. It's sort of like between heaven and hell. Literally, when you think about it, you have the star here and then the shadow side here. And then the Lover's card here. So as we go to the future, what you see here, it's a 5 of Pentacles reversed. This is the poverty card. It's feeling abandoned and alone. But it's only temporary because, as you can see, this is winter time. And spring always follows. You will see that this flower will bloom again. It's dead now, but it will come back to life. And it could be the tarot, the oracle is saying that for some of you Leos, yes, there could be overwhelming because once again you have 5 major arcana cards here. There's a big challenge or obstacle in this relationship that is going to change things for the better. And whatever this other person's circumstances are, where they can't be with you, or it's making you depressed or making you want to give up, you know, I kind of feel like there's something going on with this person's life that is when it affects them, it affects you too. So when you get the Wheel of the Year, note, and this is sort of like a very encouraging message, because if you look at the card, you'll see all 4 seasons. The Wheel of the Year is about change. It's about a change in luck. It's a message from the tarot to say, hang in there. Because what goes up must come down, and what comes down, it'll eventually go back up. The circle will keep turning. And things will not always be difficult between the two of you. Okay, hope will spring eternal again with the star. So yes, things might be a little difficult for you, a negative influence. This person, some of you are emotionally attached to people who are in negative circumstances, and some of you might even be hurt in other issues. Some of you might be hurt from someone's actions. And once again, this Wheel of the Year, it's also a card of karma, that this will turn back around in your favor. Okay, if someone hurt you, or if someone did you wrong, and someone, you know, even cheating on you, that could definitely be an issue with the shadow side for some of you. Things will come back in your favor. You will be vindicated. Okay, but in other, you know, the other issue that I saw for some of you, especially with trials and tribulations in this relationship, these things are probably happening for a reason, especially with this star in reverse, that, you know, you want to lose hope, maybe you want to give up, and you're feeling a lot of depression. But just keep in mind that this is going to be temporary. This Five of Pentacles and the Wheel of the Year, or the Wheel of Fortune, are sort of saying, no, this will get better, okay? So, I am going to go ahead and pull your outcome card. Your outcome card is a Two of Pentacles, very busy. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Note, his back's turned toward the water. And water seems to be playing a theme here. So this person's traveling over the water. Your outcome card has you turning your back toward the water. You're juggling these two pentacles. Note the infinity sign, the harnessing of this inner strength and power here. And then you have water here. Okay, so Leo, even though you're fire, water still seems to play a significant theme in your reading this month. That your emotions are turned upside down. Maybe you're confused. You're definitely feeling out of your element here. You definitely might feel that things are beyond your control. But I think that with the Wheel of the Year and the Two of Pentacles, with the Two of Pentacles coming up in your outcome card, I think it's the tarot saying that you're going to have other opportunities and other choices that will help you see the bigger picture with this particular person. You might feel that they've got you under their thumb, or you might feel trapped in circumstances, but that's not the case here. And for some of you, you might be surprised that you actually have other options. You might find that, especially seeing that these pentacles seem to be coming through here near the end of your reading, this Two of Pentacles is being busy. You might need to turn away from your emotions and get back to some practical things in your life while this person has you on hold, or to get out from under this person. But I think that this can be a very good thing for you. Okay, I think it's the tarot's way of saying, don't worry, you're going to have other things that will become more important for you. Okay, and you might need to make an important choice at the end of this situation coming up at the end of the year. Okay, very balancing two things. You might actually need to juggle or consider two options about this relationship. And you might actually feel a little bit liberated for some of you. That, you know, wait a minute, I don't have to be stuck with A. I can choose B. I'm not saying that this isn't about you not being in a relationship with this person, because I understand that some of you might actually feel very attached to a particular person. But what I do feel is that, especially with this Five of Pentacles, feeling abandoned with no resources, I think the tarot is going to start moving you with all these major arcana cards. You're going to be shifting into bigger and better things. Things that will help you with this relationship and this particular person, that will help you shift your focus and not give this relationship or person so much power. So, that was my reading for you, Leo. And like I said, I really love it when you get something like this in the cards that speaks so strongly to you. With the strength card right here in the middle, you'll get your strength back. But it's time to just sort of get that good old Leo, that personal charisma and power and confidence that you're so well known for, and work it and just keep it moving. So you'll be okay, I'm pretty sure. But everybody goes through a down cycle, and the next few weeks, those might be your down cycle, but it's not going to last forever. So thank you guys for all your wonderful comments and your support. I welcome my new subscribers. And my special tarot reading for this month is this personal video reading that you can get for yourself. It's usually $20, but it'll be $15 for the month of November, so check it out. And having said that, as always, I wish you love and light. I'll see you on YouTube, and I hope I get to talk with some of you soon. So take care, and I'll see you next month.